Está okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today I will be discussing with you macrophages. Macrophages. Students, you will repeatedly come with these statements regarding macrophages. Repeatedly, you will find these words in your text. Now, what are macrophages? In very simple words, students, macrophages are large cells, and their function is eating out. Okay, large cells having function of eating out. So we continue. In human beings, students, there are three sources of macrophages in our body. Number one, bone marrow. Okay, students, in bone marrow, macrophages come from hematopoietic stem cells. Hematopoietic stem cells. Number two source of macrophages is yolk sac during embryonic life. And third source of macrophages is fetal liver. So these are the three sources of macrophages. Number one, bone marrow. From bone marrow, hematopoietic stem cells are produced. And from these hematopoietic stem cells, macrophages are formed, along with other types of blood cells. Number two, yolk sac during embryonic life. And number third, students, fetal liver. So these were the three sources of macrophages. Now we discuss functions of macrophages. Functions of macrophages. Students, before going to the functions of macrophages, I will be very briefly telling you about types of macrophages. Types of macrophages. Students, in blood circulation, in free form, macrophages are called monocytes. Okay? In blood circulation, in free form, macrophages are called monocytes. In liver, macrophages are called Kupffer cells. Okay? Skin and mucous membranes. Macrophages are called dendritic cells, or Langerhans cells. skin dendritic cells or Langerhans cells. Now students, in brain, macrophages are called microglial cells. Microglial cells. Okay? In lymph nodes, macrophages are called histiocytes. Okay? In spleen, macrophages are called histiocytes. In lungs, macrophages are called alveolar macrophages. Okay, so I conclude types of macrophages. Number one, in free circulation, monocytes are actually macrophages. In liver, Kupffer cells are actually macrophages. In skin and mucous membranes, dendritic cells or Langerhans cells are actually macrophages. In the brain, microglial cells are macrophages. In lymph nodes and spleen, histiocytes, these cells are actually macrophages. In lungs, alveolar macrophages. Okay students, this was brief overview of types of macrophages. Now very briefly, I will be discussing with you functions of macrophages. Students, functions of macrophages. There are three important functions of macrophages in microbiology. Number one, phagocytosis. Students, I have already delivered you a video lecture on phagocytosis. What phagocytosis means? In simple words, phagocytosis means eating out of bacteria, fungi, viruses or any solid particle by macrophages. I repeat my words. Phagocytosis means eating out of bacteria, viruses, fungi and any antigenic solid particle by macrophages is called phagocytosis. Okay? Number two, antigen presentation. Antigen presentation. Students, macrophages present any offending antigen towards T lymphocytes, and this antigen presentation, it occurs in combination with class 2 MHC proteins. Class 2 MHC proteins. It means macrophages in combination with class 2 MHC proteins present the offending antigens in front of T lymphocytes for destruction. Okay. Number third, cytokine production. Cytokine production. Students, cytokines are small protein molecules which are produced by macrophages to play their different roles in the process of immunity. Okay? Cytokines are small protein molecules produced by macrophages which play their role in different stages of immunity and inflammation. So, I conclude functions of macrophages. Number 1, phagocytosis. Number 2, antigen presentation. Number 3, cytokines production. Students, what are the cytokines produced by macrophages? Cytokines produced by macrophages. Number 1, interleukin 1. Interleukin 1. It induces fever. Okay, students? It is pro-inflammatory. Pro-inflammatory cytokine. And number 3, it induces production of acute phase proteins by liver. Okay? So these are the 3 functions of interleukin produced by macrophages. Interleukin 1, it induces fever as we see in gram-negative shock, septic shock. Number 2, interleukin 1 is pro-inflammatory. It enhances the process of inflammation. Number 3, production of acute phase proteins by the liver. Okay? Now students, interleukin 6. Interleukin 6. These cytokines, they are also produced by macrophages. The functions of interleukin 6 are same as that of interleukin 1. That is, interleukin 6, it is also pro-inflammatory. Interleukin 6 also induces fever. Interleukin 6 also produces acute phase proteins by the liver. So we can say that the functions of interleukin 1 and interleukin 6 are same. Now students, interleukin 12. What is their function? Interleukin 12, which is produced by macrophages, it activates thymic 1 population of T lymphocytes. Students, there are two subtypes of T lymphocytes, thymic 1 and thymic 2. Interleukin 12, it activates thymic 1 population of T lymphocytes. Now, nitric oxide. Students, nitric oxide is also produced by macrophages, and the main function of nitric oxide is vasodilatation. The main function of nitric oxide is vasodilatation, means nitric oxide dilate the blood vessels. So the main function, nitric oxide, becomes evident in septic shock. Septic shock. Students, in septic shock, we see lowering of blood pressure. Decrease of blood pressure. And this decrease of blood pressure is because of vasodilatation produced by nitric oxide. Okay? Now, TNF alpha. Students, TNF alpha stands for tumor necrosis factor. TNF alpha, tumor necrosis factor. It causes necrosis and destruction of tumor cells. Destruction of tumor cells. Number 2, TNF alpha plays a major role in endotoxic induced fever. TNF alpha, it plays a major role in endotoxic induced fever, means TNF alpha causes fever in gram negative shock. Okay? Students, TNF alpha, it is also called cacectin. Cacectin. TNF alpha, is also called cacectin. What cacectin means? Students, cacectin breaks down the adipose tissue and produces a clinical picture called cachexia. Cachexia. Students, this clinical state, cachexia, means thinning out of body mass as we see in chronic malignant diseases. The patient becomes very weak and body becomes very lean. The body mass is decreased, and this state of cachexin is because of cachectin, tumor necrosing factor alpha. Students, next cytokine produced by macrophages is macrophage migration inhibitory factor. Macrophage migration inhibitory factor. As the name indicates, this cytokine, it stops the migration of macrophages away from the site of infection. It means that this cytokine, macrophage migration inhibitory factor, it is responsible for retaining the macrophages at the site of tissue injury or inflammation. Okay? So students, last one is transforming growth factor. Transforming growth factor. These cytokines, they inhibit the activation of lymphocytes. Transforming growth factor, this cytokine inhibits the activation of T lymphocytes. Okay, so this was all about functions of macrophages, types of macrophages, and cytokines produced by macrophages. I repeat, the cytokines produced by macrophages: number 1, interleukin 1, number 2, interleukin 6, number 3, interleukin 12, number 4, nitric oxide, number 5, TNF alpha, tumor necrosing factor alpha, number 6, macrophage migration inhibitor factor, and number 7, transforming growth factor. Thank you students. Allah Hafiz.